Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Maddie, and we're from Envoi. And you are listening to Black Squirrel Radio. You're on Black Squirrel Radio. Whatever, you're here. It's awesome.
Let's do that one more time.
You're on Black Squirrel Radio. Please. Envoi. You're on Black Squirrel Radio, and yeah, welcome. I don't know. What do I say? What do I say?
And you're on Black Squirrel Radio.
And you're on Black Squirrel Radio.
Period.
I've never slept so sound, so silent, with images of broken dreams and broken things.
We probably should have brought everybody. Okay.
Hi, we are Envoi. 2/5 of Envoi. Anyways, I'm Steve. I play guitar.
And I'm Maddie, and I sing. Our other members are currently not cool enough to be here, so sucks to be them. But we're here with you, and that's all that matters. Yay.
Well, Envoi has evolved a lot over the years. Her and I didn't used to be in the band. There was a completely different lineup earlier where they were way more on the rock side, almost like in a progressive rock-y kind of way, maybe.
They were also male-fronted, so that was a little different.
Yeah, and then she hopped in, and they decided to make it more of a pop rock, kind of straightforward rock kind of sound. And that's what our Changes EP was, really, I think, with like our songs like Ghost and everything. And lately with the new songs we've been writing, we've been gathering a lot more influences from bands like Circa Survive and Bayside and everything, and kind of expanding on the whole rock aspect of everything. So that's kind of like where we're going, where we were before.
Great answer. Right now, we're just working on writing our new album. We are planning on releasing a full length, or very close to full length. We're really excited to get some new music out. We've been playing a few of our new songs live just so people can come and hear them and kind of get to know them. But we are planning on releasing a new single within the next maybe few months. You can hope to see that. We're just really excited about the direction our music is going, and even lyrically, I'm really excited. It's much different than the Changes EP. I feel like it's got a little more substance to it, and hopefully it'll make a little bit bigger of a wave, and we want people to hear it, and we want people to understand where we're coming from. Ooh!
We've been joking around about relocating in a million different places, because we'll tour somewhere and be like, let's relocate here, I like this better, but probably not now. No. We feel pretty at home here, and we have a lot of resources and friends here, so I think we're pretty happy here for now.
Yeah, I always like to say it's better to be a big fish in a little pond than a little fish in a big pond. So that's kind of our mentality right now, is we're trying to be a big fish in a little Cleveland market, and hopefully that'll get us a little more, recognition.
With a couple other locals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond excited to be a part of that. Our friends Captain Kid are playing that too. They're fantastic. We got the lineup like the day the flyer came out, and like so many bands, like I said, like we are getting influence from Circa Survive. We found out they're playing and everything, and it's just going to be such a blast.
We're super excited. You are much more calm about it than I am. Literally, they were like, hey, you're playing with New Fact Lore. I'm like, I get so excited. So I kind of had to control myself. Like, I'm trying to control myself now. But we're just really freaking excited to be playing with bands that, we've all listened to and we've all taken influence from. And just to be, on the same stages as them is absolutely mind-blowing.
And the fashion will be fantastic.
And we'll be so fashionable.
It'll be great.
Great. I feel like it's different for all of us, to be honest, because how our writing process works is they kind of come up with some sort of, Steve will come up with a guitar riff, and then he'll show it to our drummer, and they'll work out something complete, and rhythmic, and get everything laid out. But then I come in, and I'm like, oh, how about I put some lyrics to this? How about I put some melodies to it? And what happens is it just kind of gels and fuses into this weird little song. And I love it, and it's great. So my favorite part is definitely writing lyrics and kind of focusing a lot of effort on the poetry of it.
Yeah, and I would say, like, because like she said, we write the music first, and, you know, I like to think that music can, you know, speak words, like, itself, like, just with the music, and I kind of like to, put forth some kind of emotion just with the music and make it so the music speaks for itself too, and the lyrics are an added bonus to that even, just so there's so much feeling to it and it feels very genuine, I guess.
It's please do not forget me, and please do not regret me.
Grilled cheese sandwich, hands down. Hands down. You don't even argue this right now.
Taco only fits prison rules.
Okay, here's the deal with grilled cheese
It's a
sandwiches.
hot rod reference.
Here's the deal with grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm like a grilled cheese sandwich connoisseur. I may or may
Yes.
not be employed at one of the best sandwich places in the United States, Melt Bar and Grill, and I have to be loyal to grilled cheese. I also have a grilled cheese tattooed on my foot, so grilled cheese would win.
I also like grilled cheese better than tacos.
Yay!
So we win.
You have to speak for everyone, so.
Grilled cheese.
They have no say.
They will
It
like
is grilled cheese. It's always
It's
grilled
a
cheese.
thing.
Your glass is empty.
Personally, locally, my favorite place to play is probably the Grog Shop. I think it's a perfect size. I love the sound there, and I know a couple people that work there, and they're all great, and I love going there. I love Cleveland Heights and the whole area, so locally, that's my favorite place to play. My favorite place we've played so far is this place called The Ground Floor, and it's in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
God, it's so cool.
It's in the basement of a church, and these people completely renovated it, put a ton of money into it, and treat you like royalty, and they're so nice to you. They cook us like a 5-course meal, and like all the bands, like
It's
a 5-course
nuts.
meal.
It's absolutely nuts.
The sound is phenomenal, they care so much, and the scene there is so alive. And we've played there twice now, and both times have been amazing, and I can't wait to go back there.
Same, yeah. We are a Cleveland-based band, so we do love, the Grog Shop and stuff. Personally, this is hitting on a personal note again. I love the Outpost in Kent. It's been pretty much my home base since I started playing music. I love Joe, the owner, and all the guys at the door. They all are really cool, awesome, nice people, and they're fun to work with. So, that's kind of my personal favorite. We love all the venues around here. Everybody treats us really well. We don't have anything bad to say about anybody, really. The Ground Floor, though, is incredible.
It's a great place.
It's incredible. It's one of the best places we've been to. Best part about being in the Cleveland music scene is I would personally say the rate that it's growing. It's just really cool to be a part of something that is rapidly getting bigger and more diverse, and I love that there's a crap ton of metal bands in Cleveland, but we can go and play on any metal bill, and people are like, oh my god, you're great. You're like, bands like the Grievance Club or whatever can go play on any metal bill, and everybody's so accepting of different genres, in my opinion. I think everybody is, at least in Cleveland, is very versatile, and I like that we can all be friends and we can all gel together.
And like I said before about how in Williamsport their scene is so alive, it's so rare. Like every place we go, I always compare it to Cleveland, and even Cleveland and the Kent and this whole surrounding area. The scene here is so much more devoted and excited about music, where you go a lot of other places and people will go to the shows, but no place is like as passionate as a place like here. So I'm very fortunate to be able to have grown up and let my music like get born and grow here, where there's a lot of passionate people that will listen to it and help us out.
My God, this is the best thing ever. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
Like 30 minutes.
Give me like
Okay.
1 second. Okay, ready for it?
Go.
Okay, so we have a song called Paper Tigers that is all about like social media and that sort of thing, and how like people use it to kind of like, lash out at other people. personally, I think it'd be pretty ironically hilarious if it was used in a Facebook commercial. That's just my personal opinion. Or if we used our song Ghost in like a haunted house commercial.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ghost. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah. Or if, yeah.
I guess that's the best answers we can really give.
I'll
Man.
get back to you on that.
Oh, we have a song called What Happened in Wyoming. Wyoming should definitely use that for a tourist commercial. Come to Wyoming, because it'd be great. It'd be great. I'd love it. I'd love it. We all have really different musical tastes. It's almost frightening how different we are when it comes to how we listen to. I don't get it either. What have you been listening to lately?
I've non-stop been listening to Bayside's new CD. They're my
Surprise.
favorite band. I am like beyond obsessed with that band and everybody's aware of it. And it was released in mid-February and it hasn't left my car. Keep listening to it. So that's what I'm listening to. Their new CD is perfect in my opinion. So I love that.
And then
And a lot of Katy Perry.
Cute.
A ton of Katy Perry.
He listens to a lot of Katy Perry. A lot of it. And everybody else doesn't matter because they're not cool enough to be here. Personally, I've been listening to a lot of, actually, like, La Dispute and As Cities Burn. Those have been my two, like, car jammers lately. I always can get down to, like, some Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole's on my record player pretty consistently. But I've been digging the, like, Dance Gavin Dance type of stuff right now. I'm so ridiculously excited for everybody to hear these new songs.
Yeah.
It's literally the hardest thing in the world to have them like hear and just want to be like, hey, come listen. And like I just want to play them on a rooftop and be like, listen to our song. Do you like it?
Yeah, because we're so close to it being done and like in the writing process and stuff. So it's we're so anxious to get in the studio and start recording this and start shopping it around and hopefully like being able to release it pretty soon.
But how can you love a ghost of what was meant to be?
Keep throwing me these
I love them.
off-the-wall questions are my favorite thing in the world.
Personally, I would probably hide them. Probably, you know what? I could be really weird about it. Personally, I think I'd hide them under the bell in the field where the May 4th thing happened, because nobody really tries to like screw with it. You know what I mean? Except me when I try to hide nuts in there, but that's it.
I'd probably bury it in the student green somewhere.
Lester Lefton would kill you. We don't go here anymore, so we can say that. He's not present anymore. Anyway, yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, I don't know where I would. I'm gonna have to think about that.
I would
one,
eat
too.
them all so I wouldn't have to hide them. The end.
Too.
Oh, there's no left within us, saying I can't understand.
Well, a lot of bands, I think, are trying to skip the local band stage,
Mhm.
and I think that's a problem. You know, we spent a good year or so, even before her and I were in the band, like Envoi as a band took a long time and worked really hard locally, playing a lot of local shows, spreading themselves locally, doing a lot of like street promotion and all that kind of stuff, to make a name for themselves locally before they went out and toured. And now it's almost as if, you know, bands are forming and instantly want to go on tour. And it's that my one advice would be make a name for yourself locally and first before you try to go out and start playing out of town and everything. And not only will you be more prepared for it, but your response will just be better and you'll have more options to do things like show trades and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that would be my one advice, and what I think one issue with like what local bands and stuff are doing now, I guess.
Personally, I think the future of the music industry is both very bright and a little depressing at the same time. Obviously, you know, the seasons of Top 40 are changing. You know, and Top 40 radio is one of the only things that a lot of people listen to. You know, like New Politics, a great band, awesome band. I've loved them for, you know, however long. I remember when they played them on 889, that sort of thing. The second they hit Top 40, they blew up, like they should have all along, you know? So, and it's hard to get radio play on top 40 radio stations. So I think as local bands start to make music and start to understand music, I feel like while you can have that thirst and that hunger to get big and to make it and to have thousands of people at your shows and get played on Kiss FM and all this other stuff, you have to be at peace with your own music, and you have to understand that you're making it not only, you know, for yourself, but for the right people to hear it. And wherever it's played, whoever you play it for, like, those are the people that need to hear it. And at the end of the day, it's just a coping mechanism we all use to kind of get ourselves by, and if other people enjoy it in the meantime, awesome. But, I mean, just be in it for the right reasons and be genuine about what you're saying and what you're putting out there. Because I can't tell you how many times we've tried to force songs. We're like, we have to get a song done today. And, you know, we just rush through it, and we don't really take the time to work with it and to have fun with it, and we ended up scrapping it, you know? That happens all the time. So just take your time and try to really be genuine about what you're putting out. And I think that, you know, no matter what happens in your success level, you will be successful because of that sort of mindset.
I've never slept so sound, so silent, with images of broken dreams and